Welcome to the Real Film Nerds Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody, to your second Real Film Nerds Podcast of the week. It is almost Christmas time. November is coming to a close. God, I hate Christmas. Anyways, I'm your host, Mr. Matt Hinshaw, at Hinshaw Photo on the social medias, or you can follow us, the podcast of Real Film Nerds, at Real Film Nerds, everywhere and everywhere and everywhere. Instagram and the Facebooks and the Twitters and the whatever. And then don't forget to follow our sister podcasts. I've announced them before. They will be in our show notes. Make sure and check them out. But enough about sisters. Let me talk about my brother. Literally, almost literally, but definitely figuratively, definitely emotionally, not physically though. Mysterious Mike.
Well, thanks, man.
Dude, seriously, the other day when I was talking to my mom at Thanksgiving, she literally referred to you as my brother.
Whoa.
That was pretty cool. She also, I think, is getting dementia, and she's going to shoot me for saying that publicly. But whatever.
Well, I'll take it. I'll take it as your brother. Are you ready for the review of the movie? Kind of like, you know, the synopsis.
Is it Heat with ladies?
Kinda, yeah.
So, all right, Mike, you ready for my quote?
Yeah.
Here is my quote from the heist movie that we are talking about today, known as Widows. What I've learned from men like my father and your husband is that you reap what you sow.
I like that quote. That's a good
Dude,
quote.
it's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, Mike, so let's do it. Go ahead and give us the rundown for Widows.
All right. Widows was directed by Steve McQueen. Writers are Gillian Flynn, Steve McQueen, and Linda LaPlante. Starring Viola Davis, Michelle Rodriguez, Elizabeth Debicki, Liam Neeson, and John Bernthal. Set in contemporary Chicago amid a time of turmoil, four women with nothing in common except a debt left behind by their dead husbands, criminal activities, take fate into their own hands and conspire to forge a future of their own terms. Yeah, I like this movie. I thought it was pretty entertaining, but it's a little bit slow. But I enjoyed this movie quite a bit.
Dude, I'm not going to argue that it was slow. It was slow and it was boring. And I mean, I don't want to get too crazy about it, but I've seen a couple camps on this movie. Either you hate it, you love it, or you think it's just average. There's kind of not like, you know, a love-hate or anything. It's, you know, and I fall in that third class. I think this movie was just average. I didn't think it was anything special. I know you're going to strangle me for it.
No, that's okay, man. You're allowed to have your opinion. I mean,
well, and you know
fine.
what I think it is? And honestly, you know what I think it is? And we've talked a lot about this past year, almost year of podcasting. We're at what? 9 months? 10 months? Something like that of this podcast? However long it is.
I think it's 9 or 10 months, yeah.
Yeah, we're coming up there. We're coming up on our year, people, which that's going to be a fun episode. We'll get into that in a couple months when we actually do it. But anyways, what I think screwed me up for this, and I know movie critics that don't do this, but I think the trailer is what really screwed me up, because the trailer makes it look like it's this big, badass heist action-y kind of movie, and then you go into it, and there literally is no action until the last 30 minutes.
Yeah, it is pretty slow.
So it's fine. I like the character building. They did a very good job at that, but I still think they should have done a little bit more chopping in the edit bay. Just my opinion, just my thoughts. I'm not saying it was a bad movie. It's just I found it to be a little droll the first 2/3 of it.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely takes a little while to build. This is a building movie, and I like that, but I can understand why a lot of people wouldn't like it. It's kind of a slow burn, I guess, on how everything goes, but I really enjoyed it.
But that's fine. There's lots of movies that are slow burns that I really enjoy. One that, you didn't enjoy at all, but Bad Times at El Royale, I really enjoyed that movie, and that movie is for sure a slow burn as well. It's just also an odd-ass movie, too. But
yeah, I don't know why I didn't like it as much. Like, I like Drew Goddard. I just, I don't know why I didn't like that movie as much.
I really liked it. I'm not going to say it's my favorite of his, but I really enjoyed seeing it. I thought it was great. But, benefits of Widows, though, was the acting. The acting was very good. Viola Davis, I mean, come on. She is just incredible. She could act her way in, I think, any freaking role you gave to her. Seriously, she is that good.
Yeah, no, she was amazing. Like,
yeah. She really feels like she is, what's the character's name? Veronica. Like, she is not Viola Davis. She is Veronica. Like, she just is. And, Michelle Rodriguez. I haven't seen Michelle Rodriguez really do a whole lot lately. This is one of her bigger roles, at least in recent years. And I really think she did a great job. I think she did, nothing special, but she didn't do bad. She did better than average for sure. And then Elizabeth Debicki, is that how you pronounce it?
Debicki, I think.
Debicki? Okay. I really, I can't say much about her. I've never, I haven't seen her, or maybe I don't recognize her from other movies or whatever. But I think she did a pretty dang good job. Especially some of the stuff she had to do, like in her story. It was pretty dark. The two that did surprise me, though, was Robert Duvall and Colin Farrell. Yeah, that was kind of I'd say kind of a letdown, if I was being honest.
Yeah.
So, and then Carrie Coon. She is a pretty well-known actress now. I recognize her from The Leftovers and The Post and from Gone Girl. She's really cutting her teeth, and she's in a lot of stuff. And her role in this film was really not big at all. And that was kind of shocking to me. I thought for sure if they were going to cast someone that well-known that she would have had a little bit bigger role, but she didn't. So that's, it is what it is. She's also in the FX TV series of Fargo, and she was like the main character in it, and it was fantastic. So maybe that's what it is. She's just more known for TV.
Yeah.
Did you fall asleep?
No, I didn't fall asleep.
I'm just messing with you. All right, Mike. So what did you absolutely love about Widows? It was a slow burn. You already said that. Was it the acting? Was it the story?
I kind of enjoyed the story of what happens with the widows after, and without giving away too much, I just enjoyed that part of the movie, and there's kind of a lot of build up and all this stuff, and it was kind of interesting to see a different take, and I thought it was well done because things went wrong and how everything went down, I felt was authentic. Like, everything didn't go perfectly, but they adjusted to what did happen, and I thought that was pretty cool. And
man, you are having a hard time not spoiling it, huh?
Yeah.
Well, dude, and that's what's interesting is when I was talking with Frankie Lala, my brother-in-law, about it, he went and saw it with my mom when she was there visiting for the holidays. And I was trying to get him to tell me more about it, and he really couldn't talk about it at all without ruining the whole thing. And so he was like, well, it's this, and then but I can't, and it was so funny. But, so I went and saw it.
So what did you think, Matt? What?
Oh, I already told you what I thought. I thought it was mediocre. It was just very long. Very long. There's lots of parts that I think could have been cut out. I don't want to get into too much spoilery kind of stuff yet, but there's some scenes where I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And there's some scenes where it's like, huh? And then there was some characters that were introduced, and I'm like, where the hell did they come from? And why are we paying attention to this? And, it all starts coming together at the end, which is fine. That's good. But still, there was a lot of it where I was like, okay, so? I don't know.
Right. You weren't sold. You weren't hooked.
No, definitely not. Dude, what are you doing over there? I keep hearing you banging shit. Oh, you're cracking open another beer, aren't you? Michael's Medicine, as we call it in the Real Film Nerds podcast.
Yep, another medicine pill is opened.
Pill? It's not a pill. You get a whole can of it. A whole can of medicine.
That's a pill.
It's a pill. All right, Mike. So clearly we're not going to get very far talking about this movie without spoiling it. So let's do it. Let's play our incredible, awesome music again. Mike, how does Widows relate to the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
All right, Matt, thanks for asking. This is Elizabeth Debicki. She's in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Volume 2. What role does she play in Volume 2, Mike? Because I really did not recognize her being in that movie whatsoever.
She's one of those shiny gold people.
Oh, no way. The ones that from... Okay, I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the name of that planet, but the ones that are attacking...
Yes, like right in the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy, the people that they're... Yep, that's her.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Man. See, I thought See, I was like, I bet you I've seen her in other movies. I just don't recognize her. Damn it, now I feel like an idiot. Anyways. All right, folks. For those of you who aren't paying attention, the end of the Marvel Cinematic Universe means that we are now going to spoil the living hell out of Widows. And we will, because it is really hard to talk about this movie without spoiling it, because there's a lot of spoiler territory from start to finish in this movie. So, Mike, I will let you kick off our spoiler-filled version of Widows.
All right. It's let me think. How many?
Oh shit! Fine, then I'm going. I'll just put it out there. You're gonna fucking hate it, but I'm putting it out there. Liam Neeson, come on. He is billed as like being this big time dude in this movie, and he's literally in it for like 4 minutes.
Yeah, but I mean, Liam Neeson's awesome. Come on, man.
I know. He is awesome. Oh, and did you see the trailer that came out before this? I don't know if you saw it yet or not. That's going to be like Taken in the Snow.
No, what?
Oh, no.
love it. I love it. Taken in the snow. Oh,
Yeah.
We always make fun of Liam Neeson because every movie's like Taken in a different variation. Taken in the plane. Taken on the ground. Taken in whatever.
Now, it's not going to quite be like Taken in the Snow. It's actually basically a revenge movie. But it's called Cold Pursuit. And they had the trailer for it before it. And it's coming out, I think, in February. Oh, do they have it on here? I don't know if they have it on the IMDb's. In theaters, February 8th. Yeah, coming soon, and it's called Cold Pursuit. Here you go. Here's the synopsis, just for those of you who are just tickling to hear more about Taken in the Snow. A snowplow driver seeks revenge against the drug dealers he thinks killed his son, based on the 2014 Norwegian film In Order of Disappearance.
All right.
So it's Taken in the Snow.
Yep,
It's
Taken in the
hilarious.
Snow.
It's hilarious, dude. When I saw that, I was thinking of you the whole time during that trailer. I was like, Mike is going to freaking love this. We're going to have to see this one. But anyways, okay, so. Damn it. I don't want to take over this whole part, but I'm going to take it a little bit. Carrie Coon, who's hardly in this movie at all, fairly big-time actor. She's the one that's hooked up with Liam Neeson. That's it. Like, they'd never explain any more about her story whatsoever. And her husband was one of the guys on the original job that died. But yet she hooked up with Liam Neeson. Neeson's character. She was a throwaway character. You could have left her completely out of the film.
Yep, no.
And it bothered me how much time they spent. Just that whole scene where he's like hiding in the food storage closet or whatever. It's just, ugh. That's one of my complaints. Okay, do you got yours now? You ready to go?
Yeah, well, I don't have any real complaints. I enjoyed the movie,
Well,
man.
no, not complaints. Just spoilery talk. Like things you liked, things you didn't like, that you can go like wide whole hog on.
Okay.
Like, okay, one thing, damn it, I keep saying like. Damn it. All right. The girl we were talking about, Elizabeth Debicki, her character, I really thought it was interesting. This is one thing I really enjoyed. I really thought it was interesting that after her husband died and after everybody died and blah, blah, blah and all that, the only thing that she can figure out to do or that her mom convinces her to do is to be a freaking escort. Are you serious? That was interesting. You got to admit, that was a really interesting storytelling part in that movie. Like, she's like, well, your husband died. You might as well sell your vagina. It's like, what? Really? All right.
Yeah, that's 100% true. But I did like when she went to buy the handguns for the job that they were doing, and she picked out this I don't even know how you would say this.
Butch
American woman.
Butch American woman, yes.
And she played this whole, like, scared Russian, and it was...
Yeah, the scared Russian mail order bride. Oh, that was great.
To me, I love that because it just seemed more realistic. Like,
oh, yeah, that was so good. That was so smart.
She is tall, just beautiful woman, and it's like, I don't think you're from here. And, yeah, I liked how that was. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was a really good scene.
And then it was like she almost guilted her kids. Like, it was good. Her kids are like, well, you always told us we needed to protect ourselves.
Oh, man. You know, I don't want to complain because I'll sit here and tear this movie apart a little bit. And I know you really liked it. But, you know, probably maybe not the biggest letdown, but one of the biggest letdowns for me in this movie was Robert Duvall, man. He just, ugh. You know, his part wasn't huge in it.
Yeah, he was just there.
That whole scene between Colin Farrell and Robert Duvall, granted most of them are that one, but the one when they're in the office, Colin Farrell's office, and Robert Duvall's ripping him a new asshole, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
That whole scene, it felt like Robert Duvall was either completely making up his lines or he just flat out forgot to memorize them. He was stumbling all over the place. He just seemed like he was lost. It really was just kind of disappointing, especially from such a good actor.
Yeah, but maybe it was supposed to show his memory loss. I don't know.
Yeah, but they really don't allude to it in the entire movie. Sure, they're trying to explain that Robert Duvall is this feeble old politician that's on his way out, and that his son, Colin Farrell, is the one that's now taking over and running things. But even Colin Farrell, you know? Colin Farrell had like a weird, like Irish, Boston-y, Northeast kind of accent, and this movie takes place in Chicago.
Yeah, that's true.
That didn't make sense.
I mean, Boston, Chicago, what's the difference?
Yeah, they're right next to each other. You're right. All right, Mike, are you falling asleep or what's going on over there, buddy?
No.
Because I'm trying to get you talking about this movie that you like so much, and I am just tearing it apart. Convince me that it was a good movie, Mike.
No, I really liked it. I don't know. I liked the different parts where all the female characters are getting ready to rob the place, and I thought it was really cool.
Oh shit! I just thought of another one that bothers me. Sorry.
All right,
go ahead. Okay, you know the hairstylist chick?
Yes, the athletic, runny one.
Yeah, what the hell was that all about? I mean, when you look back at the end when they explain and why you're paying attention to her story and why you care. But are you serious? You randomly pick your babysitter who also happens to be a hairstylist and an Olympic runner. She's going to be your driver now? That was, I don't know, dude. That is not believable at all to me.
Well, I mean, when the other guy got murdered, I even liked that guy. He seemed like a nice dude, and he got destroyed.
Yeah, and I totally did not think they were going to murder him. I thought they were just going to rough him up.
And I was like, well, shit. Like, I felt like that part in the movie, like, let you know, yeah, this is real life, and it's going to be rough.
Dude, what about, what's his name? The guy that plays, like, the enforcer? Oh, dude, I'm forgetting his name. You know which actor I'm talking about? He's been in like everything, and like every single freaking role he's doing is like completely different. Like he was in Black Panther.
Oh yeah?
Oh dude. Yeah, Daniel Kaluuya. He was the main guy in Get Out. He was in Black Panther. He was in Sicario. And he's done all these different roles. And then in this movie, he's like this enforcer, not giving a shit kind of gangster. And he pulled it off really well. I liked it. I thought he did great.
Okay.
He was one of the standout actors that I did enjoy in this because, you know, he was this African kind of not goody two-shoe, but, you know, he was one of the guys in Wakanda, one of the big, more prominent speaking roles in Wakanda. And then he has this role where he's this gangster where he's just not giving a shit about who he murders, how he murders them, or where he murders them. I mean, come on, the dude in the wheelchair, he straight up shanks that dude so bad.
Right.
And he's in a wheelchair, for Christ's sake, and he just unflinchingly doesn't care.
Yeah.
I think that was some pretty good acting.
Different worlds.
All right, Mike. So I think I know how many reels you're going to give this, but let's jump into it anyways. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
You go first. I went first last time.
All right. So, Mike, Widows. I didn't think it was a terrible movie, but I also didn't think it was anything special, and I was kind of alluding to that earlier. I give Widows 3 out of 5 reels.
All right.
It's a solid average score. It's a C. It's in the middle. There was parts that, as I just pointed out over the past 20 minutes, that were really good, that I really enjoyed. There was some really good acting, and then there was some disappointing moments, and the story kind of drolled on, and the end was wonderful. The end was very good. So, all right, Mike, your turn. How many reels do you give Widows?
I think I give Widows, I'm going to give it 3 reels.
3? I thought you liked this movie.
I did.
Wow.
I'm super harsh, man.
Wow. Well, or did I convince you that it was that bad?
No, you didn't. No.
It's because it wasn't like Taken.
Yeah. Let's see. How would this be taken? Taken
in Chicago.
Taken in Chicago. Yeah.
Oh no, Lady Taken. Yep, Lady Taken. Mm-hmm. I like it. Did you fall asleep?
No, not yet.
Okay. Keep awake. Keep awake. We're almost done recording, Mike. You can do it. You can do it.
No, I'm awake.
All right. So, everyone, thank you very much for joining us for another wonderful episode of the Real Film Nerds podcast. Don't forget to like our sister podcasts out there and listen to them and support local podcasting. Hell, just support podcasting in general. Turn off the TV, turn off the video game, and listen to some people talk, or hell, throw us on in your car. That's always fun. Unless you get mad and crash into a sign-in. We don't want that. But
yeah, just that.
So, Mike, next week, what are we going to be talking about next week?
Well, I don't know.
You don't know? We were just discussing it earlier.
Yeah, well, what do you...
I'm thinking, since we typically do our new movies on Tuesday and we do, our older movies or Legacy Cast or Tributary on Thursdays, there's quite a few movies out there right now. One of them is blowing up the box office, and I actually saw it twice. I think we probably should talk about Wreck-It Ralph, or not Wreck-It Ralph, but Ralph Breaks the Internet, a.k.a. Wreck-It Ralph 2. I think we should probably do that for our new one next Tuesday.
Yeah, I agree.
And then Thursday, I know this one is near and dear to both our hearts. It's an old movie. It is definitely almost at the point where it's a B movie. It's kind of off the beaten path as well. Not a lot of people know about it, but I loved it. I know you loved it. I think we maybe even saw it in the theater together, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't know. But that is a little film called Hackers, starring Angelina Jolie when she was really young.
Yeah, I think we might have seen that together.
Yeah, I honestly think we probably saw it in the theaters at R&M back then.
Yeah.
Because I remember just being blown away by it. I thought it was so incredible.
Yeah, it honestly inspired me to be my job today, computer engineer. It's kind of weird, even though it has really nothing to do with the movie. But
yeah, and it's really inspired, I think, both our loves of just technology in general.
Yeah, I think Hackers and Matrix really set the tone. Oh, yeah,
definitely. So for those of you who have not seen Hackers and would like to see it before we do our review next week, If you have an Amazon Prime subscription, Hackers is on Amazon Prime right now. So you can go stream it right now. And, listen to us rant and rave about it, because I'm sure we're probably going to love the hell out of it, and all of you are probably going to hate it. So whatever. I don't care. We're going to talk about it anyways. Woo!
Woo!
All right, Mike. You got anything else you want to add about Widows or Hackers or the end of November or anything?
No. I think you've covered everything, and yeah, I look forward to talking about Hackers or any other early movies that really influenced us, like The Matrix. Man.
That's going to be a long legacy cast, dude, when we do Matrix.
When I think of The Matrix or The Hackers, like, those movies, they really did define my life. So, yeah.
You know what else is going to be real interesting next week, and I just thought about it? Ralph Breaks the Internet deals with a lot of technology in itself. And so we'll have a new technology kind of based movie and an old technology based movie. In the same week. That'll be cool.
Yeah,
I didn't even mean to do that. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, no, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. So I'm looking forward to Ralph Breaks the Internet. I want to see it.
Well, all right, Mike. Well, then go ahead and take us out of here, sir.
Yeah, everybody, thanks for listening, and we'll catch you on our next pod.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now, go out and catch a movie.